Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the Global Monthly Video Hop for February. We are actually focusing on Sale A Bration products this month, so you're going to see lots of great ideas using free products that you can earn right up till the end of this month. Now I'm using the free Sale A Bration stamp set called Friendly Seagulls. You can find it on page 6 of the Sale A Bration catalogue. I'm also teaming in with a couple of new products from the mini catalogue. We have the Itty Bitty Bokeh Mix, which is on page 39, and it's part of the beautiful Bokeh suite. And I'm also using the linked together decorative masks. Now this is page 48-49 in the linked together bundle, but you can just purchase the masks separately as well. So what I really love about this free Friendly Seagulls stamp set is it's perfect for Australia. We love the beach. We've got, you know, lots of seagulls, and I just think that, you know, this is a cute little critter stamp set that has 3 different seagulls. We've got fish, we've got seashells, we've got sand, we've got chips, we've got birds, we've got all sorts of different things that you can use to create a scene. And I'm super excited. I've used it a ton already, and I've just really started to play with this linked together decorative masks. There are 5 in the kit, and you can use them all together or use different ones together. But I'm only using the one that I've just showed you here. Now I'm using Balmy Blue ink and Memento Tuxedo Black ink, as well as some stamping blends, and I've brought in this twine as well because there's Balmy Blue. It's in the annual catalogue, and I just thought that that would work really well. So what I wanted to share with you is I wanted to create 3 cards, one very simple, one a little bit more stepped up, and one a lot more stepped up. So hopefully this can sort of get you some ideas on how to create a very simple card, but maybe step it up if you need to as well. So we're starting off with a piece of basic white thick card base. It's just scored in half and burnished, and then I'm going to take this mask, and using the Balmy Blue ink and a blending brush, I'm just going to add a little bit of that ink into the card front. I want to focus most of the colour in the centre and sort of light towards the outside of the card here. Now, if you're new here and you're not used to the Global Monthly Video Hops each month, I just want to quickly talk about that really quickly. So what this is we are a group of demonstrators from around the world. We get together each month with a new theme, and you can hop from each participant each month, and it's a great way to share ideas on different techniques or you know, catalogues and all those sorts of things. So I really hope that you will go and see what everyone else is creating this month. There are links in the description of this video for everyone else that's taking part for this month, or alternatively you can head over to my blog and they are listed there with more information on my cards, the videos there, and more information as well, more photos, all those sorts of things. So, and I've just stamped those fishes in the background just to create a little bit of detail. Now I was going to try and make this a single layer card, and this is actually, simple cards are always the hardest, I feel. Now to create a single layer card, I would have had to mask off my seagull, and I thought that that's not really basic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a separate piece of basic white thick, stamp the seagull in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I think I struggled with saying that before too. Anyway, and we're just going to colour it with our stamping blends, but I do want to let that black ink dry, otherwise you can end up with just a little bit of bleeding with it. And I'm going to stamp the Hey Friend sentiment from that set as well. Now what's really great is there's actually quite a few sentiments in this set. So there's Hey Friend, I Love You More Than, and then you can choose French fries or chips. Now really the only time Australians call chips French fries is at McDonald's. We call them hot chips or just chips, so I'm going to use chips in my cards. And I'm just going to take this Balmy Blue twine and create a little bow just to add a little bit of extra detail to that. So although this is a simple card, it's not really like a super simple, because we've added, you know, an extra layer with our seagull. I've added a bow, and we're going to add some embellishments as well from that bokeh mix. So it's still simple, but it's not in the definition of, you know, one layer simple card. So take that as you will, but you know, I think most people who have crafted for a little while really do struggle to make very simple cards. So I think this turned out quite well. It is very very simple in my book. So, and then we're just going to color in. I've got Smoky Slate light and dark combo. We have Pumpkin Pie dark there as well. And I'm just going to quickly fussy cut this. Now, the legs are very, very thin, so my tip for you is to start at the legs and cut them first while you still have quite a large area of cardstock, and that way, you know, you're not sort of twisting those legs. Make sure you're moving your cardstock rather than your scissors, and you won't have any issues. And I'm just using my liquid glue to pop that down. So I could have popped it up. We're going to leave it as simple as my standard can go, and just pop it down with some liquid glue. Now this bokeh mix is absolutely beautiful. It's got pinks and purples and blues in it. There's some that are like sequins, there's some that are actually like embellishments that you can glue down. I've just gone with just a simple mix there and added a few in. I've actually gone with an uneven number, an odd number, and put 5 down. Okay, so let's move on to our, you know, stepped up version from our simple card. So I've got my basic white thick card base. I've also got a piece of balmy blue that I'm going to pop in a embossing folder. Now this one I think is actually retired. I'm sure I've got a wavy embossing folder somewhere. I just cannot find it. So this was as close to water or waves that I could find in my kit. So I've gone with that. Use whatever you have in your stash though, you know. That's a great little tip there. And I'm just going to pop this down with some liquid glue, offsetting it to the side so it's not straight down on top of each other. And then we have a piece of basic white that we're going to, again, like our first card, we're going to put some masking, put the mask over the top and add a little color with the blending brushes. And then that second piece there, we're also going to stamp our seagulls. So I'm actually using 2 different designs of seagulls, and I'm going to show you a different technique here. So I've stamped one in the Memento ink, and then if you have a look at the second seagull that we have, if I was just to stamp that, they're going to be looking the same way, and I don't want them to look the same way. I want them to look at each other once I cut them out. So I'm going to use my silicone mat here. Now this is a great tool, great for when you're using a lot of adhesive or to do this mirror technique. So I've just stamped it on the silicone mat, and I'm going to place it down on the basic white card, and I'm just going to run my finger over the back to transfer that ink onto the card. Now one thing I will say, once I lift it off, it actually looks really good. In real life it's a little bit blotchy, so I'm going to show you how I fix that. If it doesn't matter to you, that's fine, you don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to use my Stampin' Write marker in black and just go around the outline after I've coloured it in. And you know, you can please yourself whether you do that or just leave it how it is. But that's a great technique to use. And then I'm going to just add my sentiment down. This is the Hey Friend sentiment onto a piece of balmy blue. Now that's just scrap balmy blue. We're going to come back in and cut that down later on. So while I'm letting that Memento dry before we colour in with our stamping blends, I'm going to place my mask down and then add a little bit more ink. Again, like our first card, I'm going to add the ink and concentrate on the center and then just lightly around the edges. Now, if you are after any of the products that I've used today, whether they be in the annual catalogue, if you want to earn some of those free Sale A Bration products, and I highly recommend the Friendly Seagulls, you can place an order in my online store, and I would love it if you did, if you live in Australia. I've got this month, I'm actually, because I'm a little bit behind from January, you're going to earn double points. So for every order, you're going to earn January and February's Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. So that is packed full of great projects to be able to create. So we have the Wild Birthday Suite, it's January's tutorial bundle, and then for February it is the Floral Delight Suite, which is an amazing bundle as well. So you'll get those 2 free. Now if you're spending over $65, you'll also receive, on top of the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, you'll also receive the January and February tutorial bundles, which are amazing as well. And if you spend $100, then you can get your free celebration item. So I highly recommend going to the $100 and getting that extra freebie in the celebration catalog. So there we have it. I've just colored in my images. Just going back to the basic white image that I used my matte, my stencils for. I also stamped my little fish on there as well. And you can see I just colored it in around where the Memento Tuxedo black ink is with my Stampin' Write marker. And then we'll pop these beautiful little seagulls up. I'm going to cut this down. We're also going to add our embellishments and the balmy blue twine in a little bow. Yeah, so lots of great specials this month for shopping with me, and I would love to earn your business and inspire you as well. So that is there. And this is actually the last month that you can purchase the starter kit as well. So if that interests you, on page 16 of the celebration catalog, you can see all the offerings there, and I'll talk about that as we go. But there is our first and second card. So basic card, simple card, and stepped up version. Let's go up to the even more stepped up version. So this one has a few more different layers. We've got basic white thick cardstock as our card base. I'm just going to fold and burnish that. We have a piece of balmy blue cardstock that we're going to run through the embossing folder as per previous card. I've got a piece of basic white card that we're going to use our stencils on, and then I've also got some balmy blue for our sentiment piece and basic white thick for our stamping. So I'm just going to run this through the embossing folder. And then we're going to stamp in the Memento Tuxedo black ink. That way we have time for them to dry before we come in with our stamping blends. So on our card base, I'm actually going to stamp the little chip packet or the fry packet all the way around the edge. Now that's all you're going to see is just around the edge. I really like this. I think, you know, this card, once you see it, there's a lot going on, but I think it's really cute, really fun sort of card as well. And on the other piece of basic white thick, we're going to also stamp that third seagull with the little chips in his mouth, as well as 3 of the little chip packets or fry packets. So okay, let's get into that. So the Sale A Bration offering for purchasing the starter kit, I just wanted to quickly go over that with you. Again, page 16 of the Sale A Bration catalogue. You purchase the starter kit for $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product. The postage is free. And then you have a choice of either option 1 being a stamp set and 2 of the colour families in the Stampin' Write markers, which is great. You know, you can choose from subtles, regals, neutrals, and brights. As well as the stamp set. Or you can choose, instead of that, you can choose an additional $51 of product to your choice. So I will say though, option 1 is giving you $162 worth of free product, which is amazing. Alright, so I've just added my colour down with that mask. Again, we're going to add our little fish down with the balmy blue ink, but we're going to swap this up a little bit and add an extra stamp here, but I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo black ink. And because the stamp sentiment is actually I love you more than, we're going to use the chips stamp and just stamp all the way around this as well, so you know it's there. So yeah, I think this actually really pops off the page as well by stamping it in the black, and really stands out perfectly. So this is a video hop for everyone, so if you have a look in the description of this video, there are other people taking part this month, and it'll be interesting to see what everyone chooses as their free celebration item, what they want to showcase. I'm sure there's going to be people that will use multiple products, which is great as well, so you'll get to see lots of those free products. Celebration's been going since January. And it does finish on the 28th of February, so you've got to get in and get those free products now while you can. So I've done all my stamping here. We're going to come back in with the card base as well as our stamping piece. We're going to colour those in. So I'm focusing on the chips are going to be in Daffodil Delight, and I'm using the dark. The beak and the feet of the seagull are in Pumpkin Pie Dark. And then the chip packet, we're going to go with the Balmy Blue. And I've used the light because I think, you know, it just matches in really nicely with the embossed piece and the background as well. So I've really fastened this up because I think, you know, I've done very quick and easy colouring, nothing exciting to see. Alright, and I'm also going to do some fussy cutting here. There's no dies with this set, but very easy to fussy cut. So we've got it all ready to go. Let's pop it all together. So I'm going to layer my embossed piece down off center, and then I'm going to adhere the chips piece so it actually sits perfect in the center of the card. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that better. I'm sure there's a way. We're going to pop these up with dimensionals, and this card actually has quite a bit of pop-up, which, you know, to me, when I think of a stepped up card, it's got to have, you know, the dimensionals, the ribbon, the embellishments, you know, lots of stamping, lots of things going on. And, you know, you could probably even add maybe some DSP in here as well, but, you know, I haven't. So anyway, and I'm also going to pop up the sentiment piece, the seagull, and then one of the chip packets. Now, I am adhering down with the liquid glue 2 of the chip packets, so I just want one to stand out, but yeah, the others can just pop down with some liquid glue. So I really hope that you're enjoying this video. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. I would love that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that as well, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Also, if you have placed an order throughout Sale A Bration, have you picked the Friendly Seagulls stamp set, or what is your favourite product in the Sale A Bration catalogue? Let us know. I'm always interested to see what people are drawn to and what they like to do. And we're just finishing it off here with the little bow in the twine in Balmy Blue, and then adding all those little bokeh mix down with the liquid glue as well. So thank you again for sharing a little bit of time with me today. I hope that you've enjoyed today's card, or cards, the stepped up version. Don't forget to go over and check out what everyone else is creating, and leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that to their videos as well. I know they would really appreciate that as well. Alright everyone, thank you so much for spending the time with me. This is a little bit longer video than usual. I try and keep them around the 10-minute mark as possible, but 3 cards in 18 minutes, I think that's pretty good. So there we have it. Let me bring in all those 3 cards again just to share them with you. So we have the simple with, you know, a layer. Then we have, oh, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Very easy to do. A beginner could do this very easily. Then we have the stepped up, adding a little bit of layer with embossing, but keeping it pretty much the same. And then the stepped up version. I loved that stamp background. There's so much going on, but it's super fun and nice and bright as well. Okay, let me know which one your favorite is, and I'll see you all really soon. Don't forget, grab that Friendly Seagulls stamp set. I have used it a ton already throughout these last month or so, and yeah. All right everyone, enjoy your day. Bye bye.